What's up, everybody? What's up, what's up? What's up, young gunner? Oh, shit. Second. What's up, Kyle? What's up, Leo? No donuts. I never do donuts. You hear Linkin Park? Yep. I mean, everybody calls me Mike Shinoda, so I guess that should just be my opening tune, right? Some Linkin Park. I made a little playlist today of like alternative rock. I was like, okay, I can't make a playlist without throwing Linkin Park in it, because every single stream I get like 3 people saying, dude, you look like Mike Shinoda. So not annoyed by it, but it's just what people say over and over again. Yeah, R.I.P. Chester. Isn't the story behind his death that like he was about to expose a bunch of pedophiles and shit, and then all of a sudden he dies? He's like about to expose Hollywood and all the elite, and then all of a sudden he commits suicide. How convenient, right? Yeah, that was a paper cut by Linkin Park. It's a banger of a tune. Yeah, what's up, Kyle? I showed up in your feed randomly. YouTube think it will like your content. I'll stay and watch for a bit. Okay. Happy to have you. We're gonna drive through some bad neighborhoods. Oh shit. We're in like Eastside Torrance right now. We got a little cross out. 204 came through and left a little turf marking or whatever. I'm gonna take a picture of that real quick. Alright. So yeah, we're just going through some and repeated requests over like the past week. I'm gonna be going to Elpino. We're gonna look at a tree. Everybody wants to see this tree so badly, so we're gonna go see what a pine tree looks like. So that's gonna be on the menu. Maybe I got a good viewership last night from walking through the 55th Street alley, so maybe I'll walk through some projects today. I hinted at that towards or within the title. So we might be doing a little bit of that. Go for a little walk, a little stroll. A lot of new hit-ups. Okay, I'll just check the usual spots. Hang a left on Danker. Good old 227th Street. There is another hood photographer. Oh shit. Oh. We found one. We found one, boys. We found one. Sheikah. We got a mattress with a little mark on it. Here. I'm at your crib. So is this gonna be like the first time I get stream sniped? Hold on. Well, if you want to stream snipe me, I guess that was your chance, man. But yeah, there's some tags up. Hey, was that you smoking the cigarette? There's like some dude with his shirt off smoking a stogie. Oh shit. I don't know if you guys can see that. Alright. I'm gonna get that one real quick. Hold up. Hold up. gotta get this one. Oh. If anybody starts tripping on me, I'm just gonna say I'm a DoorDash driver. Some shit. We'll probably see some more right here at the end of the block. I think that's what Homeboy was saying. Okay. It's either gonna be like right here. I guess not right here. There's some shit on the other side of this fence right here, but that's old. That's been there. I already got that. I already got that stuff. When they were doing construction right here, this whole area was like always tagged up. There was like a little one on the street there, but wasn't filled in enough for me to bust out the drone. Like there's all these walls on the left, those always used to be tagged up. This block used to look a lot differently like a couple years ago. So now we're gonna go to Denker. We're gonna go to the other side of the hood. This neighborhood is called Eastside Torrance. It's in the 90501. It's bisected by this diagonal street called Plaza del Amo. And you used to not be able to go from the south part of the hood, which I'm leaving right now, and come through here. This all used to be like blocked off. It was like an island dirt lot that ran diagonally through the entire hood, and then they just opened it up for the first time like a year ago, and now the hood's completely different from what it used to be. It used to be nothing but dirt right there, and then they did like a townhome speed run. They just built like all these like really cheap townhomes real quick to make a quick cash grab, the developers. You know, housing development in a nice area. It's in Torrance, or it's close to Torrance, but it's actually the hood, smack dab in the middle of it. There was like another hood photographer who said that he thought Eastside Torrance looked like a really nice area. I'm like it's not that nice, dude. Like, it's not Torrance. Like, Torrance is pretty fucking nice. Let's check 225th. Sometimes they'll have tags like by these apartments, or sometimes in the back of these apartments. I found a couple before. A short little block right here. Yeah, the hood looked way different before 2023. Now it's like all these new homes and shit that don't look like they fit in. I think a long time ago, way before I started doing this, I think Underground Crip tried 224th, like around this area, but I don't think that lasted very long. I learned things here and there about like the history of hoods, because on my Instagram there'd always be people fucking net banging and talking shit, and that's how I learned about that. Was there's some guy saying he was from Underground Crip and he used to post up on 224th. He looked like an old head. That was definitely not recent. He looked old as fuck, and it seemed like he doesn't live there anymore. All right, so we're back on, what is this? Is this Like 226. There's usually like a tag or two coming up right here on Normandy. They like to tag up Normandy. And I was right. That's the wall they always fuck up right there. Across from the skate park. They maybe did something in the skate park too. It's very common and typical of them to do. Yeah, I'll just park here for a sec. Here's a skate park in Normandale. Doesn't look like they did too much tagging in here. Man, I really need to start doing day streams because it's hard to see. It's so dark. What time is it? It's like close to 1. Yeah, it's 1. Watch out for Darnell the Skinwalker. What the fuck are you talking about? Run for mayor? Why? I don't want to do that. Dirty Milk and the Boys, Milk 7-4? Who are you talking about? Alright, where are we going next? Good morning, it's Christopher from St. Petersburg, Florida. Shout out to Florida. Yeah, that's how we leave our mark, is like a dog pissing. They painted some mural shit at the end of 227. Yeah, that stuff's old though. I already got that. Are you ever gonna see you walking instead of driving? I just walked. Yesterday, I walked all the way from Western to Normandy and back, or Normandy to Western and back in Baby Snaps Alley. That was like a 30-minute trek of just getting barked at by dogs. It wasn't that bad though, truthfully. I've done that walk so many times before. That's why, you know, people were freaking out the entire stream like, dude, you're gonna die. They don't die. So it's like you have to think about danger mathematically. Like, just because more people die in a certain part of LA on average doesn't mean that just being there guarantees your extermination. But I feel like that's how people think. They look at headlines and it's like, oh, this is like the most dangerous part of LA. It's like, yeah, it's the most dangerous part of LA, but there's an asterisk. But, you know, millions of people go through that part and nothing happens to them. Bad things happen to you if you're having like a really, really unlucky day, or if you really try hard to make yourself a target. And I don't know how lucky of a person I am, but I don't intentionally try to make myself a target. If I was dissing neighborhoods, wearing certain colors, dressing a certain way, then yeah, you should probably be a little bit more concerned for my health. But I'm not doing those things. The 6th in Harvard. I missed it. I left already. When are we gonna get drone footage? It's hard to get drone footage at night because the drone that I have it doesn't have good night vision. So I don't bust it out very often. Like, I would bust it out if I saw something really, really good, but I'd have to go back during the daytime if I really wanted it. And ever since I started doing this live streaming shit, I haven't seen anything that impressive. You know, 18th Street, those guys, if you remember some of the stuff that I posted, they used to do some pretty big shit, but I think they stopped doing it. I think they may have stopped because I was coming to their hood and posting too much. Where am I at? I'm in the harbor area of Los Angeles. I'm on Normandy Avenue, headed up to like 204 and T Flats. I'm not in the hood right now. I'm like in between different hoods. We'll go to 204. T Flats hasn't had anything for weeks. T Flats has been like, then my channel might get taken down. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Bros in the commercial district area. I'm in the harbor area. I mean, I'm assuming that's a reference to GTA. Man, I've never really played it. I stopped playing video games like 25 years ago. Stop by ammunition. Go down Whittier Boulevard. Yeah, later. I have to make my way out the harbor area first, because I stay down here, and then now I have to make the long migratory trek to East Los Angeles. Okay, yeah, great. Now I can't go through because you're blocked. Just come. You're blocking the fucking way. Go forward. Holy shit, dude. Jesus. You know, some stupid bitch fucking rear-ended me in this hood. I was like leaving this hood trying to make a right on Western, and then all of a sudden someone rear-ends me as this fucking... some stupid fucking 20-year-old girl. Dude, the headlights from that car fucked up my vision. Now I can't read chat. He said he finna Swiss cheese my ass. No. I don't think anybody said that. 3 gnomes in a female suit. You have a very, very active imagination. 3 gnomes. Watch out for duendes. What's that? What was that Spanish for? I'm in 204 Street, Barrio 204. And there was nothing here. T Flats and 204. Oh shit. Yo, there's like some police activity. Hold on. I want to go check it out. What's going on? There's some police activity. You see that on the left? shit going down. Oh, shit. Pulled over somebody in a white car. White Hellcat. Why didn't they radio it? I don't have the police scanner on right now. Watch out, they're like 1 foot tall. You might, what? Tall, you might mistake them for a Jimmy John's sub. Is Jimmy John's any good? I've never been to Jimmy John's. I've never tried, I've only tried Subway. And I got sick of it 20 years ago. I haven't eaten it since. I had Quiznos once when I was a kid. There's Jimmy John's. What's the other sandwich place that's kind of popular? I've tried Ike's, but Ike's is gay because they changed any good sandwich that they have, they discontinue and replace it with some other slop. I don't like restaurants that do that. Like have a specialty that you're good at and just keep it there. Have a good product and never get rid of it. Jersey Mike's, Jersey Mike's, Jersey Mike's. I never tried Jersey Mike's. I've never tried Jersey Mike's. Not once. Is it good? I heard it's more fresh. Are the ingredients any better than Subway? Firehouse Subs, I've heard of them. I'm being reported to the police for driving. I'm sure I am. Yeah, Quiznos. Dude, who eats Subway? Do people still eat Subway? I feel like Subway is kind of like Burger King. Like, just feel like you have so many better options out there. Why would people go? Unless if it's just something that's very convenient and cheap. Bro, and Burger King's not even cheap. I got, what was it? The barbecue bacon burger, a Dr. Pepper, and some shitty French fries. It wasn't even a large fry, it was a medium fry. That shit cost me 18 bucks. And it wasn't good at all. I did a food review a couple nights ago, had some Burger King, and it was fucking tastes like nothing. I can't even say it tasted like shit. That would be a lie. It didn't taste like shit. It tasted like a whole lot of nothing. It tasted like the flavor was as strong as just eating lettuce by itself. It's like water with like a little bit of extra protein in it. What's the point? What's the point of eating Burger King? Burger King's fries are not good. They're only good if you have high blood pressure, because they're low in sodium. But I love sodium. BK have it. No. BK doesn't care about me having it my way. They do things their way, and their way is wrong. They don't know what they're doing. Am I doing DoorDash? No, it's worse than DoorDash. I'm driving around and making no money. So it's worse than doing DoorDash. DoorDash, I'd be actually making probably like $30 an hour if I was doing it. We're just exploring right now, because that's what my audience wants me to do. So I'm gonna go out on a little hood safari. Burger Burger King is boring. True. McDonald's is better. In-N-Out's better. Carl's Jr. is actually pretty fire. But you know, if I had to choose between going out for a burger or going out and getting some hot chicken, I'd rather get some hot chicken. There's Main Chick in Long Beach and in West LA. They're really good. Dave's has really good French fries. Go, you fucking pussy. What are you doing? Go. Shit, man. I can't with these people. You'll be moving to Long Beach next month. From where? Which part? Long Beach is a big place, and some parts are definitely better than others. Do I have a Chick-fil-A there? We do. We have a lot of Chick-fil-A's. I don't think Chick-fil-A is all that. Sorry guys. I think Dave's is better. Chick-fil-A tastes too much like fast food. It tastes too, I don't know, processed, or it doesn't taste like the real deal to me. So I was never really that big on Chick-fil-A. I feel like a place like Dave's or Main Chick, they have better seasoning than Chick-fil-A does. Like, I even like In-N-Out fries better than Chick-fil-A's waffle fries. I would rank Chick-fil-A like B tier. Burger King is like a D tier. Dave's and Main Chick are A tier. Main Chick might even be S tier. Too bad I don't have any locations close to where I live. Greeks from Australia, what's up? You're moving to Long Beach from Van Nuys. Okay. I've been through Van Nuys a lot. East Broadway. Chick-fil-A is overpriced for sure. Yeah. Chick-fil-A was fire like 3-4 years ago. I think Chick-fil-A was... I feel like their peak may have been like 10 years ago. When they first started really doing a big push to open up a lot of locations, like 10, 15 years ago. That's when there was a lot of buzz around them. But Chick-fil-A, like, I can't take it away from them. Like, those places are busy. They bring in, like, crazy amount of money. Like, the average McDonald's brings in around, like, $5 million a year in revenue. I heard Chick-fil-A does, like, 12 million a year, each location. Now, that's averaged out, but that's still incredibly impressive. That's so much business. So yeah, they're expensive, but people keep buying it. You know, as long as people keep buying, there's really no incentive for restaurants to cut their prices. They'll never stop doing coupons and running promotions, but, you know, just to like make their base prices lower, most of them will never do that, unfortunately. And chicken is expensive, especially like chicken wings. At my restaurant, when I sold wings, just for me to like buy them as inventory, they were like 40 cents each. So like when you're selling food, you ideally want to make like a 5x return on your inventory. And so if I'm buying wings for 40 cents, if you want to make a good return off of them, you gotta sell each chicken wing for $2. Each drumstick, each flat for $2. So imagine that, like buying 10 wings, $20. Yeah, making money with wings is really hard. You can't make a 5x margin unless if you have some kind of special deal with a poultry farm. We're not on the 210, we're on the 110. We're going north, we're in South Central now. We just passed the 105 freeway. Are most roads good in Long Beach? It's not as bad as South Central, and it's definitely better than Compton, but there's some areas where it's a little bad. Chances are, like, you know, a lot of the streets have back alleys in Long Beach. So if you live on one of those streets with a back alley, the back alley's probably gonna be fucked up. Like lots of cracks in the roads and potholes. So you wouldn't want a car that's lowered, otherwise you're gonna scrape the bottom a lot. But roads like PCH and Anaheim, Pacific, Long Beach, Atlantic, Magnolia, those roads are paved. Like the main roads are in good condition, but the side streets, like I said, it's not as bad as Compton. Compton's probably the worst. Am I heading home? No, I'm getting started late again. I'm exhausted because, like, I'm obviously with my content, you can tell I'm a night person. But whenever there's a holiday like Mother's Day or Valentine's Day or Father's Day or Christmas, I have to be up during the day because that's when everybody else is up. And so I didn't end up going to sleep until like around noon, like 12:30. I got my mom breakfast. There's this French restaurant in Torrance that's really, 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 really good. I got her flowers, like a bouquet of like roses and shit. Then what else did I get? I went to the French restaurant. I got her an Eggs Benedict croissant, and then I got her this like pork belly with mashed potato and asparagus tea for her. And I just ended up eating McDonald's. There's the ghetto bird. There's the ghetto bird. Passing Slauson. So yeah, it looks like they're looking for somebody in the 5 Deuce Hoovers. Ghetto bird activity right over 5 Deuce Hoover. I wonder what it is. I'm not gonna go check. I said I was gonna do East LA for you guys. We're gonna stick to the plan. How's East Village Arts District? It sounds like New York. East Village? Isn't that in Manhattan? We're in LA. We got my mom a chicken pot pie dinner at a place in Arcadia. Are you Asian? Are you like Chinese? Always go where the action is. Well, everybody's been bugging me about going to a tree, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go take a look at a tree that was in a movie. You miss driving? Well, get a car, man. restaurant has been in operation since 1975, way before Asian became the majority in Arcadia. I see. Yeah, I don't know when all the Chinese started coming. I wonder if it's the same story with Alhambra and Monterey Park. Like they all came after the 70s. If I ever go to Arcadia, it's usually for Chinese food. Like I'll go to Arcadia if I go on a date at the Huntington Library in Pasadena. How much is gas in LA? Like $5.79. Depends where you go. Different regions it costs different amounts. Tonight. Yep. The 1965 Immigration Act. Yeah. That should change America forever. Because before that, before 1965, I think America was like 85% white. Now it's like 60% white. And white people aren't having kids fast enough to retain a majority for the long term. .432 in Ohio. Never been to Ohio, but I got family in the Midwest. Lots of family. You study history, that's cool. 85%, yeah. It used to be all white. You look at all the old like photos of like LA, like all the old video footage, LA was predominantly white. But yeah, we're not Pomona. We're in East Los Angeles. We're about to get off the freeway. We're in the border of, I believe, Lil Valley Gage Montavia. If I make a right, that's Lil Valley. If I make a left, that's GMV. No, I wasn't on 5, I was on the 60. Go back a little further, it was all brown. Not the 5, the 60. Okay. Hey, you guys got any food suggestions for tonight? What should we try? I gotta look up Elpino. We're going to Elpino. Get a hot dog, get Del Taco, get Roberto's. Where's you have to tell me where these places are if they're not a chain, if they're not like a big, widely recognized chain, and you have to tell me why they're so good. Tell me where the, obviously what it's called, where it's located, and why it's so good. Whoever makes the most compelling arguments, I'll give it a shot, as long as it's not too far away from where I'm at. It has to be a little bit convenient for me. And in case you don't know where I'm at, I'm in East LA right now. $24-hour Subway? Dude, do you hate me or something? You're trying to get me to eat Subway? Diabolical. 7-Eleven hot dog. I just passed by your house. Should have waved and said hello. California closes down too early. Yeah, but there's still options, and I figure since you guys are night owls, you know the most places compared to just regular people of what would be open right now. I've never tried 7-Eleven pizza. I'm kind of scared. Is there such thing as a 24-hour Domino's? Because I fuck with Domino's heavy. Good old East LA. You just give up and go to Denny's? No, the best. Norm's is a little bit better than Denny's. If you have to pick, I'm going with Norm's. Or not Norm's. Yeah, Norm's, not Denny's. Elpino. IHOP in Pasadena is as good as Norm's. Not to be a bitch, but I want something a little bit better than Norm's too. Alright, we're gonna go down the alley. Oh, it's one way. We'll go down from the other way then. be on the left. The roads in Canada are so much smaller than these ones. Depends where you go. LA is a big place. Not everywhere has wide streets. There's a lot of narrow roads in LA. Do you see that? Elpino. Do you see that? This is what you guys wanted. You wanted to look at a tree that was in a movie. Here you go. A giant Christmas tree. There's like a little parking lot next door. Elpino. Ooh, tree. Okay, let's make a left. Dude, I would hate to live here. Just tourists coming through all day. There's your tree, everybody's favorite tree. All right. Yeah, we're in the Gage Montavia alley behind Elpino. Okay, somebody recommended a taqueria. This wall sometimes is tagged hella, but not today. Last time I was here is Gage Montavia going back and forth with like some tagging crew. You feel like norms fell off? I feel like they're exactly the same. I think what made them fall off was, you know, they weren't open really during COVID. I think COVID really hurt their business. IHOP in Pasadena is as good as Norm's on Arroyo. 6506 Whittier Boulevard, Taqueria El Atacor, number 8. Why is that place so good? All right, there is one tag here, GMVR. That's the hood that we're in. You have this like little path right here. This. Okay. What movie? I don't even know. I think Blood In, Blood Out. I don't know. All I know is it was in a movie, and I don't watch any Cholo movies. I've never done it. I'm not a movie person. Or I just do what my viewers bully me into doing. So we're here. Yeah, Blood In, Blood Out. If you were in prison, you wouldn't last a second in me. What the fuck? In you, inside of you? I wouldn't last 1 second if I was inside of you? So you'd let me be inside of you? Like, what are you even saying, dude? Saca La Bolsita. Is that a restaurant? I'm not 46 years old. Yeah, seriously, that was, yeah. We have a diddler in chat. Okay, if I wouldn't last a second inside of you, would another man last at least a couple seconds, couple minutes? Yeah, I definitely wouldn't, because I wouldn't even attempt that, but would you let another man last a couple seconds inside of you? It's dark, but at least it's not like South Central. South Central, they don't shoot out all the lights in the streets. Your ass stinks. Okay. I think everybody's ass stinks. They haven't showered for at least like 6 or 8 hours. Once you start making a little bit of bread, you gotta invest in a bidet. Are the Kick viewers outnumbering? No, not even close. Not even close. The YouTube viewership always kills my Kick viewership. It's hard to get new viewers on Kick, and one of the problems with my Kick streams is that I stream vertically. I stream vertically because I get more new viewers off of YouTube that way. But I don't think there's an option to watch in vertical on Kick, so that's like an issue. And so I'm kind of torn between like get new viewers on YouTube and then get those new viewers to go to Kick, because when you stream in portrait format, you get more viewers that are new compared to like people who watch in landscape. Actually, I'm not sure if I verified that. I'll have to try that. I'll try that out tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll live stream horizontally. And if I don't get like a lot of like new viewers and it's like a really low number, like in like the 10s or the 20s, then I probably won't do that again. But yeah, anyways, if you guys fuck with me, you fuck with the stream, I would appreciate if you guys gave me a follow on Kick, because Kick is the only platform where I can get paid hourly to do this, and I won't have to live off of like super chats and donations. I mean, those are obviously always welcome, but I prefer to have something stable. So Kick pays their streamers who have at least an average viewer base of 75 at a time per stream. So if you fuck with my content, you fuck with me, and you know, you don't get off of seeing me homeless here. We're in Cam now. This hood used to be Little East Side. Now it belongs to Cam. But once in a while, Little East Side will cross them out. But crazy ass Mexicans. There we are. Where else should we go? We're by the Evergreen Cemetery. That's where my grandparents are buried. Dude, hey, you know what? Hey, let's go to the cemetery. I think they leave the gates open. Okay, we're going to Evergreen. Let's go to the cemetery, dude. Hey, we're going to the fucking cemetery. You guys down? Yeah, let's go to the fucking cemetery. We're doing it. All right. let's, okay, it's turning red. Okay, now we're crossing over from Cam to Michigan Chicano Force on the right. You guys think it will be open? I think they leave the gates open. No! Fuck, can you walk in? Ground hours 9 to 4? Damn, that's weak as fuck. Ah, dude. Damn. The fuck? I just want to say hello to my grandparents that I never met. I didn't even really want to go visit my grandparents. I wanted to show you guys the obelisks here. This is Evergreen Cemetery. But inside there's these like 30-foot tall obelisks. And one of them belongs to Van Nuys, another one belongs to Lancashire. And if you know anything about like the San Fernando Valley, like Van Nuys is obviously a very large city in the valley. And then Lancashire is a street that goes through a bunch of different neighborhoods in North Hollywood and in Sun Valley. And so those two guys, they're buried in this cemetery, and they have these marble obelisks that go like 30 feet in the air. And I want to get one of those when I die. You can see like there used to be a very large Japanese population in Los Angeles. It's all Japanese. I think that's why my grandparents were buried here, because on my mom's side, I'm Japanese. Okay. Keep my shit charged. Fuck, wrong one. Even if I'm Jap, I'm still cool. What do you mean? Is that like a disqualifying factor for other people? If they're Japanese, they're not cool? Wasn't that guy who was in the Mexican mafia from Fort Montevideo, wasn't he like Japanese or Korean? He was like a Japanese or Korean dude from Hawaii. And then he was like one of the founding members of the Mexican mafia. Japan's dope though. Very different from America, but Very clean, very nice place. Great food. The food's super cheap out there too. What we got here? Is this like a tagging crew or what the fuck is this? Oh, it's Cam. We have a Cam tag. The gas prices here. Okay. It's expensive here, dude. $6.24, $6.14. Damn, you guys in Boyle Heights get fucking shafted. Go down here. I usually don't go down this part of Cam. Look at that. That's Michigan Chicano Forest, and they rode on top of Cam. We're in Boyle Heights right now. Picture. I better not be a sex offender. I'm an offender, but I'm not a sexual one. I've been known to offend people, but not in a sexual way. Okay. We're in Malabar. Check out some alleys. I'm a registered offender, yeah. Go find some prostitutes. Maybe later tonight, like way later. Better to be a predator than prey. Better to be a predator than to be prey. Yeah, is anybody really gonna argue with that? I wouldn't argue with that. Better to be a predator than to be prey. Okay, where's the alley I want to go down? Big ass K right there. K for Cam. Crazy ass Mexicans. A lot of tags right there. parking looks like a nightmare. This is not the worst. There's worse places. This is definitely not the worst place to find parking. I would say K-Town is worse. K-Town's pretty bad. South Central is pretty ass when it comes to parking. South Central's parking so ass they have to double park. They don't do as much double parking in Boyle Heights. I don't see it as often. Oh my God, what the fuck? I just like lost $1,000 of value on my car. Okay. No, this isn't East Los Angeles. This is Boyle Heights. Ooh. Look at that. That's a nice one. I have to get a picture of that real quick. Hold on. That was neat. Okay. Keeping it moving. I don't know. I think a lot of people who are viewing this shit, they're from out of state. They're not from this area. But this is Boyle Heights. Boyle Heights is a old Hispanic neighborhood. It's probably like 94, 95% brown. And gang culture is very much alive and well. Oh, what is this? What is this? That's okay. That's a passable tag. They fucked up the shading a little bit on some of those, but okay, I'm gonna get that one too. Hold it. Okay, let's go to the next alley. There's a cat. Are you retarded? Get out of the way. See all the tags in there? behind the fence. Now we're in the Malabar alley, or one of them. The guy who does these murals on the left, he's super sick. I met him once. I met him when he did the mural for Sucker Free that got buffed out after a day. His name is Josh. I think his Instagram handle is Josher, Jawsher. He's a very, very talented muralist. Like I think pretty much all the hood. I was gonna post a time-lapse video of him painting it. I have the footage still, I just never got around to it. Nice tag right there. Right here it gets pretty active. You gotta be careful like around this hood, because this hood is very active. And they can definitely get aggressive around here. I saw some guys further down in an alley, and I don't know if they're affiliated or not, but I'd rather not press my luck too much down that way. That's why I didn't get out of the car to take a picture right there. Sometimes you gotta know when it's cool to take photos and get out of your car, and then which hoods you have to be a little bit more cautious. I will take risks, but I don't take all risks that are available. Let's see. Boyle Heights is a gold mine. What is it a gold mine for? For like real estate? What's it a gold mine for? Boyle Heights is a shithole. shit. Can I turn around? I could. Will I? Probably not. I'll probably just stay on this side of the hood. I know which parts it can get cracking, so if I see like a lot of people outside at 2 in the morning in certain areas, then I know like I should probably not press my luck too much, particularly if I've had certain experiences in the past. You gotta play shit smart. I'll go down this alley, no problem, because we're close to Cesar Chavez. Like a little safer around here. Dude, if my car shuts off, I mean, I wouldn't freak out about it. Like, who would be pissed? Who would be pissed at you for your car dying at you? Like, your car died, and somebody sees that you're trying to get your car fixed, or you're trying to put your spare tire on. Why would they get mad at you? It's like, hey, you're not allowed to have a flat tire in my neighborhood. Like, who would say that? Nobody's gonna be saying that. This is behind King Taco. We're in Breed Street now. We crossed Cesar Chavez. So we're in a completely different hood. This alley used to be very tagged up, but now isn't, because one of the homies who was really good at riding got killed. So rest in peace, Pony. I did a photo shoot with him once. Here, I'll turn off the lights. He did this right there. He did that tag. Got crossed out. I'm not surprised it got crossed out. You see, there's his name, Pony. R.I.P. He was a really good rider. He got killed like a block away from here. This alley is a little gnar. Parking this alley. Motherfucker. Yeah, R.I.P. Pony. One of the best hood riders, for sure. Him and Sucker Free were both really good at riding. Like, Sucker Free was actually pretty damn good. I would say he was maybe like a little less artsy compared to Pony, but he had some really, really sick strike ups. Like, maybe in his like early 40s, late 30s. Yeah, we're still on Breed Street. If we go one more block east, we'll be back in Michigan, Chicano Force. It's interesting, ever since Pony died, you don't see a lot of tags around here. Yeah. can write that good. You're a retired professional tagger. That's cool. You're a professional bedwetter? Professional bedwetter. If bedwetting were a sport, this guy would be holding gold. Professional bedwetter. I think it's like, it may have been this alley that he got killed in. Yeah, he used to write on this wall right here. I think he lived here or like the next block. Primera Flats, CB. What the fuck is CB? Oh, BST. Okay, Cali Breed. I forgot. I got thrown off because I was like, I've never seen them do that. I've only seen Blythe Street do that. The CB. Breed Street, BST, that's what they tag. Are those cats or dogs? Oh shit. Some old crackhead lady with 4 dogs. Breed Street and Michigan Chicano Force tagging with each other. See that white tag, RIP Pony? Where am I from? Where am I from, fool? Bark, bark, bark. I'm not from anywhere. Do I have bulletproof windows? I mean, I bought it used. Maybe it came with it, but as far as I know, no. Where are all the gang members? Some are asleep, some are awake. I may have seen some like about 10 minutes ago. I didn't really want to go and approach them. Skid Row isn't that dangerous. You don't know what you're talking about. Skid Row is very dangerous. Man, it's terrible how people deface people's property that they don't own. That's part of LA, man. It's just what they do. Have the cops ever messed with you while streaming? Yeah, they pulled me over on the first stream I ever did. I did a stream in Long Beach and I had like 4 viewers and I got pulled over. Alright, now we're in Tiny Boys. We left Breed Street. Oh. What the fuck is this? Did they spell their hood's name wrong? Tony Boys. Tony Boys. Is that like an inside joke? Tony Boy? It's Tiny Boys. You know what's funny about that though? Sometimes when I write Tiny Boys, because I used to post, you know, my photos and stuff on Instagram, sometimes it would autocorrect and come out as Tony Boys. Like, yeah, they dead ass like wrote their hood's name wrong. It must be like an inside joke or something. Not an inside joke, is the Vato Tony. Tony, that's not an I, that's an O. I'm not tripping. Tony Boys. Here, I'm gonna go get a picture of that real quick. Hold on. Vario Tony Boys. Interesting. Very interesting. It happens. Sometimes I've seen hoods spell their hood's name wrong. Like I've seen someone spell Florencia wrong, and then they like just gave up and didn't finish the tag and left. I can like imagine what the lookouts were probably telling him when he misspelled his hood's name. Like, fool, you fucking retarded fool? Is you dumb nigga? Fucking dumbass nigga. Fix it, fool. That's a DP, fool. Is the Grove Street gang? I don't know what that is. Grove Street. Maybe somebody in chat can fill us in that, but I don't know about Grove Street. Tony boys probably wear bandanas tied around their neck like little gay boys. Come on. I've met them. They're cool. Those guys are cool. I would never like disrespect them and shit. It's just kind of funny because it's like they're Tiny Boys, but it says Tony Boys. I've met them. They've always been cool to me. I hope you're not white saying nigga. I gave myself a pass. Deal with it. Code Red. Code Red what? Over and out. You know why he didn't finish tagging GTA? Because you definitely sound like a white boy. I don't need your permission for shit, dude. Roll up to the Garrity Hills. I should have done that earlier because now I'm going the opposite direction. You got any interviews with gang members? I did an interview like a couple times. I did a couple hood vlogs. I interviewed this OG from Grape Street before they tore down the projects. And he kind of went over his life story. And in that interview, I found out that it might have been him and like some other, or like one of his associates that works for him that chased me out of the projects. It was like the scariest shit that ever happened to me in my life was when I got chased out of Jordan Downs. Either the enemies rolled up or the cops. No, I just think that people have ADD and they just space out. No, you know what it is? It's like, for some reason, white people have to ask for permission to do anything, and like, I'm not with that shit. Like, I don't need your permission to say a word, which I didn't even use in an offensive manner. I didn't use it in a racial manner. I mean, if you're that bad at controlling your emotions to like one word makes you just lose your marbles, I don't know what to tell you. Go see a therapist. What are Cali's gas prices? Around $6, give or take like 25 cents up and down. Can't figure out how to change your pamper. Well, there's some dorks in chat who could change your diaper for you. You should go talk to them. How the fuck you give yourself a pass when you can't give yourself a pass, you pink skin punk riding? This guy's so mad. Why is this guy so upset, dude? Dude, you know what? I think there's two people who need their diapers changed in chat. What do you guys think? You met a white dude from Grape Street. He was cool. Yeah, once in a while, you know, there will be like a white dude who's rolling South Sider. I know there's like maybe one or two guys from Primera Flats who are white. I met one of them. I met a white guy from 18th Street. I saw him on that right by where it just got raided. He was like all tatted up. He almost looked like he was like a punk rocker or something. But he was from 18. You'll give someone $12 to change you? Hey man, you know, I might have to start changing some diapers if I don't get like a super chat this stream. It's gonna come to that. The white dude worked at a junkyard in Watts. There's a couple white people, you know, there's a few white people, a handful who live in like Green Meadows and Watts. Not a large amount of them, but they do exist. Hi from Australia, love the videos, thank you. Thank you. Where should I go? I'm in Quattro Flats now. through the projects real quick. I don't think anybody's gonna be outside right now. Just real quick. This is Pico Gardens. In this area, it was like Pico Gardens, and then to the north, it was Elisa Village. If it was dinner time, I'd feel like I'd have to tap in first before I come in through here. But I think everybody's dead asleep. It's a Sunday. Quattro Flats. See the big four? There was a guy here who used to be super good at tagging, and then he stopped like a year and a half ago. I don't know if you guys remember, I was posting a ton of Quattro Flats because at one time I was convinced that they had the best graffiti out of all the different gangs in LA. But yeah, these guys, there's a tag like right here. Pico Garden Boys. I think I'll get a picture of that on the way out. These guys have always been pretty cool to me, for the most part. What are those big arches? That's a, what was that, the 6th Street Bridge? Or was it the 8th Street Bridge? It's a bridge. It's relatively new. Jay finally changed his diaper. Great news. Alright. I think we're done here. I'll move somewhere else. Have I been to the Mar Vista Gardens? Yeah. I did a stream there last week. Yeah, we went to Mar Vista Gardens. We went up and down Slauson. I got like 1 or 2 guys who keep telling me to go to Garrity Loma. 4 flats right there. Oh shit. Another Quattro Flats tag. Have I been to Ramona Gardens? Plenty of times. Plenty of times. I ran into the homies a few times. It was like a really hot summer day last year. So they were like unscrewing the fire hydrants, and they're like, everybody's like taking bird baths and shit. The projects are to the left. And that's the bridge. And that's the big ass tag that they have. Quattro Flats. It says C Flats. I might have to come back and get that during the daytime. I keep putting that off. Oh shit. Speaking of drone footage, do you see that on the ground? Look at that. What does that say? Yep, 4F. I think I should get my drone for that. Nah, dude, I might have to come back during the daytime. Should I? Okay. Yeah, I guess this has to be the little push that I need to do an actual day stream and not just stream at night. Like I said earlier, my drone, it doesn't get good quality when it's too dark like this. I'll have to come back during the daytime. Fuck, okay. Maybe tomorrow's the day that I do a day stream around noon or 3 in the afternoon. I can't be going to bed that late then. Sorry, 2:40. Okay. Get a real job and you can buy a better drone. I mean, I can go back to making like money besides doing this whenever I want. But right now I'm in a position where I have to try to make this streaming shit work. So if you guys fuck with the content, I see that we have decent viewership, like over 100 viewers. If you fuck with this and you fuck with what I do, you know, driving around all the bad neighborhoods and exploring, give me a follow on Kick. Go to kick.com, or if you have the app, it's free. Just follow Cali Hood page on Kick. Like I said many times before, Kick is the only platform that will pay me an hourly wage. And so that's why I want to promote it. That's why I do my bonus streams on there. So if you fuck with Cali Hood page, go find Cali Hood page on Kick. Kick. Alright, we'll go to the TMCs again. Culver City projects, there's only one way in, one way out. Same with Quattro Flats, unless if you walk in, there's like a gate that you can exit on the other side. Ramona Gardens, there's like 2 or 3 ways in and out if you're driving. Okay, this is the First Street Bridge to the right. Why don't I have ads in here for some AdSense money? It's not really how live streams work. That works with like YouTube Shorts and long format videos. It doesn't apply with live videos. How much per hour? Starting off, it's in between 16 and 32 bucks, but that number goes way, way up. You know, guys like if you have 5,000 to 10,000 people watching your streams every day on Kick, even if they don't donate or send you like tips or super chats, you're a fucking multi-millionaire. If you're getting like 5,000 to 10,000 viewers per stream on average, and you stream like 30 to 40 hours a week, you're gonna be a millionaire. So if you stream like 40 or 50 hours a week and you have an average like 1,000 viewers per stream, you're probably making over $1,000 a day. Like if you do an 8-hour stream and you got like 1,000 viewers, let's see, you'd be making, and you stream for 8 hours, well, on a low end, what's 160 times 8? On a really low end, and that's probably too low, maybe closer to like 200. So what's 200 times 8? If you have 1,000 viewers, I think you'd be making like about maybe 1,500 in an 8-hour stream, and that's without any super chats or tips. So that's why I push it, because I'm like, you know, because YouTube, they're never gonna do that. YouTube's a public company. They have to care a lot about their shareholders and shit. They can't be spoiling the creators too much. You know, the creators can go fuck themselves as far as they're concerned. But Kick, since they're a newer platform, they're treating the streamers much better. And they're not as anal with like community guidelines violations and shit. You can still get kicked off the platform if there's like too much violence, but they're not as gay as the other platforms. TikTok is the worst. All right. All right, we're in Boyle Heights. There's always people like doing photo shoots here. And just because a lot of people come here, you should never think that this is like a safe place. This place has some like crazy motherfuckers around, so yeah, you want to be on your toes in this area. Like you really don't want to walk too far down the tracks unless if like you know people, you know. But yeah, this is where everybody takes photo shoots. Once in a while you'll see like gang tags here. Like they'll do like a little fucking, some nice little piece, but it doesn't happen often. Across the way there used to be a big ass cam one, and when Sponto died they had a big one over there too. But then Cam, they tagged over it. And then there's some gang in Bell that rode over Cam's tag. They were going back and forth. Let's run a fade. I only do shit for like money or clout, like, and fades are not something that you want to put up. It's a good way to get your channel taken down. So there's really nothing in it for me. Cali is a shithole. Not all of it. Have I ever been to WVE? I don't know what that is. What the fuck is WVE? Your brother in Christ is out walking boot. Yeah, I broke my foot. I hope you're strapped. No, I don't think being strapped would help me, because you should never pull out a gun unless if you're gonna use it. Don't pull out a blower unless you're gonna use it, right? Like, you know, because if let's just say I act in self-defense, I'm still gonna have to go to trial and go to court and shit. Like, I'd rather die. I'd rather get shot and die than have to ever deal with like going to court ever again, and lawyers, and going to jail, and then worrying about how much bail is gonna be. Like, I never want to worry about that shit ever again. I'm so fucking over that shit. Fuck lawyers, fuck courts, fuck DAs. Fuck dealing with any of that bullshit. Probation. I'm good. I'm good. If you guys love dealing with fucking lawyers and bail and all that crap, be my guest. It's not for me. No, thank you. What if 3 dudes roll up on you with guns? Well, I either gotta talk them down, or I'm gonna die. It's pretty obvious. FIU. And that's a gang in Maywood. You have a YouTube channel but don't know what to do with it yet. Well, obviously you should get an OnlyFans and show yourself gooning. Hopefully that Republican mayor does some good for Cali. Do we have a Republican mayor now in Los Angeles? That's nuts, dude. Is that true? I haven't been paying attention to any of the local elections. I really wasn't caring all that much about it. Where else should I go? We're in the TMCs right now. The mob crew. And to the left used to be the Aliso Village projects. Now it's these nice projects. They don't look ghetto at all. I don't even know if the people who live in there are even poor. Like, I don't know if it's Section 8 or not. It looks like super nice in there, not gonna lie. Here, we'll go through it. I never go through here. It's not ghetto enough to pique my interest. This used to be like a really, really ghetto place, but then they knocked down all the buildings and replaced them with this shit. These are just like typical suburban apartments that you would see in Irvine. They call this the Pueblo del Sol housing community. And, you know, you can kind of tell how fucking ghetto a place is by what the cars look like, what kind of cars people are driving. You know, if there's like any broken down RVs, stray animals running around, graffiti. But it's like they keep this shit super clean in here. I don't know how strict they are. They got a swimming pool. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't look like the projects. But back in the day, this area was really poppin'. And it used to house the only black gang that ever was in Boyle Heights, as far as I know, which was the First Street East Coast Crip gang. I really wish I got to check out these places before they got demolished. And it's just townhomes. It's so clean. Not ghetto at all. But yeah. Alright, what's another ghetto place that we can go to? And for those of you who are just tuning in, we're in Los Angeles exploring rough areas. Where we're currently located is no longer rough. At least not really by my standards and other people's standards. But this used to be where the Aliso Village housing projects used to be. But it got demolished, I think, in '99, and they replaced it with this suburban middle-class slop housing. Garrity Loma, go to Compton, go to Linwood. Hey Cali Hood, did you hear about the rapper EBK Lebo? I don't know who that is. Getting robbed outside the courthouse? I don't know who that is. All the people on Skid Row were gangsters from 90s to 2000s. Okay, now there's like a lot of homeless people. I think there was always a lot of homeless people in Skid Row. But there's still gangbangers there. It's still gangster. It's not a place where you want to fuck around. I can drive through Skid Row, no problem. That doesn't worry me in the slightest. But I don't want to walk around and record. And it's because, yeah, there's still gangster out there. I know that there was like a big RICO or crackdown at some point, like 10 or 12 years ago, but still a gangster neighborhood. Quattro Flats and the Mob Crew. These guys fucking hate each other. Like, you want to know about a blood feud? It's between Quattro Flats and TMC. Those guys don't like each other at all. I'm cool with homies from both sides too. They're all cool people, but the only thing that they really have in common from a mindset perspective is their hatred of each other. So Quattro Flats is the projects I was in earlier, the Pico Gardens projects. Got some more back and forth right there. They're always crossing each other out. Okay, another alley. The TMC stands for the Mob Crew. They're a Southsider gang. And then the 4F stands for Quattro Flats. See, like 4th Street, that's representing Quattro Flats. Yeah. Some block letters. Oh, there's some Old English here. Okay, hey, I'll do a day stream tomorrow because there's some Old English in this alley and I gotta come back and get it. When I see too many good tags, I have to get better photos. And there's that roller that they have that's been there forever. The Mob Crew, TMC. There's a big pothole. Let's try to avoid that. Here's their park, Pecan Park. Across the street, you have these apartments. That's the last remaining part of Aliso Village. They knocked down probably like 90-95% of the units. Those are the only ones that are left, and they were rebuilt and remodeled. Somebody finally purchased that tall building all tagged up. Oh, you're talking about the graffiti towers? You got some tags there. Got some tags here. I sound like a chill guy. Thank you, thank you. Hey, if you really want to support me, follow me on Kick, Cali Hood page. Mean a lot. Where should we go next? I think people like the alleys. I think you guys like it when I go down all those alleys. I notice it makes my viewership go up a little higher. There's some alleys around Primera Flats. So now we're in Primera Flats. They don't get along with the Quattros or with the TMCs either. Boyle Heights isn't as Getty or trashed, or ghetto and... I can't talk now. Boyle Heights is not as ghetto and trashed as South Central, but I feel like the gangbangers here are more aggressive. They're angrier. like in South Central, they usually receive me better. They usually are a little bit more friendly. Not necessarily like friendly, but not as like aggressive and hostile towards me as a non-affiliate. But in Boyle Heights, anybody can get it for the most part, until they're like comfortable with you. When they're comfortable with you, then they don't give you shit. But if they're not used to seeing you, they're gonna give you a really hard time if they don't recognize you. Doesn't matter what your skin color is. Like, I would say I'm pretty good terms with Primera Flats. They're usually really nice to me, but in the beginning, they pressed me pretty hard. Same with the mob crew. Same with Quattro Flats, all three of those gangs. The first time I ever ran into them, didn't really go that well at first. So I would consider like Boyle Heights to be like a very aggressive area, and Cam is aggressive too. Okay, we're back on Cesar Chavez. Where to go? There's State Street. There's that like little fucking walkway that they have that we can check out by the laundromat. We just have to cross over the freeway. Was this the 101 or the 5? Holy shit. Oh my fucking god, dude. Did you guys see that? Holy shit, dude. That car was fucked up, man. His tire was coming off. Holy shit. Dude, that's his tire in the middle of the road. Oh, I could smell it. Gross. Sir, you forgot your tire. Dude, what the fuck? He's being followed by like 3 black SUVs. He's being, the weird part is he's being followed by 3 black SUVs. That kind of sketches me out a little bit. Like, why is he being followed by 3 black SUVs in a car that's fucked up? See? Look at that. What the fuck is that? Dude, what is that? Dude, I'm afraid I'm about to run to like some cartel shit, bro. Dude. Are they like about to like execute that guy? Holy shit. Yeah, isn't that fucking weird? It's like a beat up car that looks like it got crushed in an accident, the tires coming off, and it's surrounded by 3 black SUVs. And now they're like surrounding him. Hey, are you good? You okay?
Yeah, we need to push it to the house. Let's just find the light real quick.
Oh man, your shit got fucked up, dude. Hey, good luck with that, but hope
that, man. Have a good night.
yeah, you too. Stay up. the cops. Why the fuck would I do that? Dude, honestly, like, I was... Oh, there's a cop with his lights off. That was weird as hell, man. That shit was weird. He was talking normal. Like, he wasn't acting sus. He's just like, oh yeah, you know, we're just trying to push it back to the house. But like the 3 black SUVs, I thought like the cartel like shot out his fucking tires and then they're just like waiting to fucking ambush him or something. Dude, cause like the back of the car was completely crushed like a soda can. He was on fentanyl. He seemed like a normal guy. That's what threw me off. He's just like, no, we're just pushing it back to the house. I was like, okay. Okay. Dude, I don't know why. I've seen too many movies, but I thought that somebody was about to get executed or some shit. No one is illegal. Okay. Smells like piss here. State Street 13. Not a lot of tags here. Usually this walkway is always tagged up, but it just smells like piss instead. Foot. Be glad it's piss and not shit. Well, there are places with shit. Oh, dude, it smells so bad here. Disgusting. That guy wasn't scared. But, like, if he wants to save his car so badly, why is he just damaging it more by driving? Maybe they fucking stole it and they're just playing it off really good. I don't know. But the guy, he looked like so normal. Just looked like a regular dude. Didn't seem like a smoker. He didn't seem banged out. Just looked like a regular guy who attends community college somewhere. Okay, where to next? No, the cop stopped like out of view. The cop didn't find him. He had his lights off and he was just like posted like 100 yards behind. I have a hunch that the cop didn't even know that was what was happening. Farmer John? Who's Farmer John? How'd the people in the SUV look? I couldn't see. I couldn't see the people. But the people pushing the car, they didn't seem like they were freaking out. Because in my mind, the people in the beat up car, they were trying to flee the black SUVs. In my mind. That's what my imagination was telling me. But it didn't seem like that was the vibe. No, I'm not a cop. Who wants to volunteer to change me? Dude, Jay, you've been doing this for 2 hours. You can't keep doing this. Diaper boy. We'll check out some alleys. I haven't been down this one in at least a year. We're in State Street. It's a South Sider hood. I wouldn't say that they're as active as like Cam, but you'll see some tags every now and then. There's one. SSL. That's what they write. SSL. SSL 13. Not to be mixed up with Southside Locos in South Central. We're exploring bad neighborhoods in LA. You hope I don't get shot. Same. SSL. That's some decent block letters. Here. I'm gonna get a picture of it. What kind of gun do you carry when you drive through the hood? I just accept that I'm gonna die. Like, I don't want to go to jail. I'm just dead. Alleyways are sketchy. Yeah. Not on this block. Other blocks across the street I worry about more. But I wouldn't worry as much on this block. I would say it's like a little bit more chill in this area. But if you go on the other side of Soto Street, different story. I was going through those alleys earlier and then I stopped because I just kind of got a bad feeling. McDonald's on the right and King Taco on the left. Did you grow up in Los Angeles? I did. Born in Inglewood, raised in Torrance. Come visit you at Sam's Tacos. Man, you need to be keep your eye on those tacos, man. You're clocked in, man. King Taco rocks. I wouldn't know. I think I tried it once. Didn't really care for it. Find some tags on freeways and bridges. Nah. It's too hard to see them. It's dark. And it's a pain in the ass to get them. Like, the stream would just be like a whole lot of effort dedicated to just finding one tag. It wouldn't be worth it. I think people would get bored of it, to be honest. Where Cali Hood page, where in Torrance? I'm in Redondo. Well, I'm not gonna tell you guys where I live, but I grew up in South Torrance. But I don't live there anymore. Yeah, like I know some peeps that went to Redondo Union. You know, I had classmates when I was at Elko Community College who went to Redondo Union. Kicked it with a few people. You know, grew up going to Rat Beach, going to Riviera Village. So yeah, you know, Redondo Beach, I can identify with Redondo Beach as being a pretty big part of my childhood. The church I went to was technically in Redondo Beach. St. Lawrence on Prospect and PCH. That's where I was baptized. That's where I was confirmed. That's where I had my first Eucharist. Fuck Torrance, I got arrested over there. Yeah, I got arrested there too. Have I ever had the chance to join a gang? I got offered once. I also got offered to join a tagging crew. I turned them both down. But the gang thing, I don't know if it was a joke or not. I think they were joking, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure they were joking. I don't know if they saw me as like, oh, we can have our own little Shia LaBeouf in our hood. We can have our little fucking mascot. I don't know. To this day, I don't know if they were serious about it. Who offered to put you on? I don't really want to say. I don't want to say. I don't know if it's appropriate for me to say it. Do I write? If I really want to, I could, but I don't. I wouldn't call myself a tagger. At one point, I wanted to learn how to write, but then I also had to reflect on the fact that I'm not a teenager anymore. And it's kind of weird for me to just like pick up a hobby like that, especially if I don't want to be going to jail. So no, the short answer is no, I don't write. But I do have a black book with like little sketches where I tried learning Old English, fingers, block letters. I never really had an interest in learning how to be an artist. I flirted with it for like maybe a few months, a few years ago. And then I just was like, okay, this is not why I was put on this earth. So I'm gonna stop. We're in East LA right now though. I had a guy from Garrity Loma who kept telling me to go over to this area, so we're checking it out. I think we're like on the border of the Lot Stoners and Hoyo Maravilla. Oh shit, is this okay? Eastern. Can I take you to downtown LA? Maybe. Fuck, hey, I'm starting to get hungry. It's starting to hit me. Okay, by 4 o'clock, I'm gonna abandon this Hood Safari shit. I'm gonna try to get some food. Okay, now I think we're by like Lopez Maravilla. I don't go over here very often. We're no longer in Boyle Heights. This is East LA. Some people, they classify Boyle Heights as being a part of East LA, but I usually refer to the two things as being separate, not a part of each other. Inside the gas station, go to the 7-Eleven or that taco spot where they fight a lot. Which taco spot? And would it be open at 3:30 in the morning? You know what I would fuck with right now? I'd fuck with some carne asada fries. Big time. East LA Commerce, Montebello hitting safer zones. Yeah, compared to Boyle Heights, I would say it's safer. I wouldn't say it's 100% safe, but I would classify like Westlake, Pico Union, and Boyle Heights as being a little bit rougher than East LA Commerce and Montebello. But those are still the hoods nonetheless. Okay, where's Garrity Loma? I'm gonna go straight. This is where East LA gets really hilly. You have like Pomeroy, Maravilla. Oh wait, that's a dead end alley. It's all hills here. This is where the Garrity Loma barrio begins. I feel like one day it is possible that this could become like an expensive area in terms of real estate, because it's up on a hill and you get a good view of LA from here, and rich people, they like their views. They like being up on top of hills. I wouldn't be surprised if like one day there's like a push to try to gentrify this area. I'm not saying I would support that, but I'm saying like they usually turn hilly areas into like nice areas. Beverly Hills, Bel Air, Signal Hill, Rancho Palos Verdes Estates, La Crescenta, La Cañada. All those areas are pretty nice. There's no tags here though, and that's kind of why I was putting this off. But you know what? Somewhere here, I'm just gonna keep on going up to this hill until we get to the top of the mountain. And then I can show you the view of LA that I was talking about. Where's the top of the hill?